Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yokiban here and welcome back to another episode of my Football Manager 2019 save here with Braga. And things have been they've been awful. I don't know what the patch has done to my tactics, but we have been awful. I don't know what's going on. It's like the end of last season all over again, repeated. We are not a top 3 side at the minute in the way we're playing. We're struggling against the mediocre sides in the league, and when I say mediocre, I mean mediocre to us and our squad, and we're really underperforming. We're not scoring many goals as we were beforehand, and as it showed towards the end of last season when we drew a lot and we couldn't score a lot of goals, it seems to be very similar form. We've just carried it on through. We're definitely not the Braga that was the start of last season that looked very promising. In fact, if anything, I look like I may get sacked. I really can't understand what's going on. So at this moment in time, we're trying to fix this and trying to salvage it. As I said, I think if I get top 4, then I'll stay in the job. But this is a huge game. A draw against Valencia, and we are through. I mean, AS Monaco have to beat Juventus. So regardless, we should have Europa League football here. But if Valencia beat us, they go through. If we win, we go through. Now, it might not be that bad to lose this game, but in terms of finances, I think we probably recoup a lot more money. Now, the board have given me some more money, so let's first of all look at that. As you can see here, if we look at transfers, we now have 9.85 million and this wage budget, so we have been upped by like 5 million. So it's not superb. It's probably not going to dig us out of the ditch. But we have made another 2 signings. Baha Osman, a 18-year-old goalkeeper from Egypt. He looks ridiculously good, and instantly he's going to come into the team as probably the best goalkeeper to a degree. In fact, yes, there he is going to come into the team as the best goalkeeper, which really shows a lot for Leitner, who is conceding a lot of goals this season. And we've also signed this guy, this Russian lad. Now, I would really like to get this guy on. If it was CSKA Moscow, I would be so much happier. But he looks pretty decent as a midfielder. I think he's going to be better in defensive role, not a defensive role, not a Mazzala. So probably maybe even a ball-winning midfielder, if we could up his marking, because his passing's decent and so is his tackling. But really, the rest is not great. His finishing's not too bad, but he is lacking in some areas that we need to improve if he comes into the squad. But he's 17-year-old, he's Russian, and he looks very, very good. So, as you've noticed, guys, we are using a new skin. This skin I found while watching a Work the Space video. Him and a friend of his, well, pretty much just his friend, but he was involved, of course, came up with this tactic and created this skin, and created it. And I really like it, actually, to be honest with you. It's probably one of my favourite skins I've seen. More than anything, I like this skin for the simple fact that I like the purple skin. I've never had anything against it. But before, this was all white, and I don't know about you, but I really struggled to see where my cursor was to click on these buttons. The fact that it's all purple now is so much better. But as we was looking at the schedule, as you can see, after we beat Veronese 5-1 in the last game, it was 3-1 to Juventus, which I could accept. You know, they were a very good team. We gave a good fight, but they were a very good team. And, you know, they got revenge at home as well. We then played against Portimonense, we beat them 1-0. We then played against Acuna, we beat them 3-1. So at this point I'm thinking, yeah, we're definitely back on track, not too bad. Now the next 2 results aren't too bad. AS Monaco 1-1. Fair enough, tough game, very good team. I was happy to get the 1-1. And then Sporting 2-2. Now what happened is I had a power cut. And before the power cut happened, I actually lost to Monaco, but I beat Sporting, so it was in a different position in the league. But this time around, we managed to get 2 draws. I mean, the draw against Sporting is pretty good as well, but it would be Asmoon that comes back to haunt me, but it was a good draw. It's the 2 games after that really make me feel like we're plummeting. We played against Nacional, they beat us through it. We was awful. Attilio Roma's getting a goal though, so I'll give him that, but we were awful. And then set a ball, we lost 2-1, conceding a very late goal again, 87th minute, and I think Nationals was really late as well, 81st minute and then the 90th. So Ramirez scoring in both, but that was the only good point of both games, was his performance. Everybody else was god awful. It's getting to the point where I'm worrying we can't head a ball to save our lives, which is probably my own fault for the kind of defenders I've gone with, but I felt like they'd be pretty decent in this league. And we really need to start figuring out how we're going to pick up some form, or else we are on a quick road to getting sad. But we play Valencia today, and this could be huge for us keeping our job. Right, guys, so this is the team and the tactic for this game. Jovic up front, Quintero, Horta, Martins, Febas, Gakuri, De Silva, Cardoso, Cortese, Ricardo, and Leitner. This is pretty much, I would say, our strongest side that we have. But I'm really not feeling how the team's playing at the minute. This is the tactic we're going with, what we're working on realistically. And this is the team we're going with. But there's been a lot of really bad performances recently from a lot of players that I expect a lot more from. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in this game. But as I say, I'm really not expecting much. I'm expecting us to keep the form going and probably get battered by Valencia here. But I must note, we are at home. So hopefully that carries us through. We were away, if I'm correct, in those two league, away. But we definitely need to figure out what we're going to do with this squad, man, moving forward. We've got such a strong team, haven't they, really? Herrera, Kondogbia, Guedes, Ferran's brilliant. Leon and Sanabria up front. Like, they do have a very strong team. This is going to be really difficult. 4-4-2, though, interesting. Maybe I should adapt to 4-4-2. Hang on a minute, why didn't it let me do a team talk? Okay, guys, you got that. It didn't let me do a team talk, right? Didn't it? Did not. So what we're going to do for this game is we're going to try extended, because I really need to see how we're working with this tactic. We're going to try extended highlights. Oh, God, this isn't a good start, is it? And see how they work for us. And I'll just edit it. I'll just chunk bits out here and there. No, I'll just edit it a little bit more. We haven't really been getting we haven't got the best out of anyone. They're stretching us here. Torres. Sanabria scores that penalty. Are you kidding me? Please do not give a penalty. Oh my God. Can we just hand people victories any easier? This is probably the most frustrating period I've had in FM, because nothing I am doing, absolutely nothing, is working. Absolutely nothing. I've tried and chopped and changed the tactic several times. I mean, maybe that's where I'm going wrong. But we can't afford to keep having these defeats. In order to try and change the way the results come, but they're going to go 2 here. But no matter what I do and what way I push it, what way I change it, at the minute, it seems to be the exact same result. We keep playing exactly the same. We keep performing just as bad. Already got knee ligament issues where the Venezuelan Messi. Let's bring Yuri on. Inside forward. Have we got any individual instructions for Yuri? I want him to get further forward. I don't want these to get further forward, though. Is there a way to... We're not overlapping on this, right? Yes, we are overlapping. Okay, so I do want them to get further forward. Let's lower the tempo. This is really frustrating at the minute. Just the way we're playing. This squad should be performing way better than this. Is this the epitome of like how bad I am at this game? We've been really good this year, but are we that bad to the fact that we go this low? I mean, if you look, all we have to do is look at the headers one. We don't win our headers, so they get every second ball. They get every second ball because we can't win a header. I've never seen anything quite as bad actually as our heading. We just cannot win a header. So every second ball they're picking up, and a lot of the goals we concede are on counter-attacks from the second ball. They have got a very strong squad, and now the Europa League wouldn't be terrible, but that's not the way we want to go out. Gakuri, Jovic, he can't score. Jovic can't score. He can't score on camera. He can't score off camera. He just can't score. Ricardo, Quintero, Gakuri, Cardoso. Finds Ricardo. That's probably the best passage of play we've had in a while, though, that little move there. Maybe we need to look at a tall centre-back that's got good heading. I don't think our centre-backs are... We've got quite technical centre-backs, to be fair. Oh, wow. Wow. Febas. It was Febas, right? What's he doing there? Like, what's going through his mind with that terrible touch on the ball, do we reckon? Wow, 35% of headers won. That's got to be a pretty a pretty new low. I mean, we've won every tackle. It's got to be a pretty big low, that. I'm tempted, because we're at home, to go and do a gegenpress. We need to figure out what's going to snap us out of this. We're at home, so we're going to go attacking. We had chances. One clear-cut chance. But Luka Jovic doesn't know what the back of the net is. Ander Herrera, Ferran Torres, Leon, Herrera, Kondogbia, Guedes, Leon. They're toying with us. Kondogbia, Tony Lato's still forward. He keeps it in. No, it's a goal kick. My question is why is Febas performing so badly? Let's try him as the playmaker. Quintero as the attacking midfielder support. I think I want Horta on attack. I really am struggling. I mean, tactical suggestions down in the comments, please, guys. But yeah, this is the most difficult time I've had with FM, because my usual go-tos, Quintero with a free kick here. Oh, God, he can't even clear the wall. That is my luck. He can't clear the wall and then loses possession. Thank you, Quintero, mate. Cannot clear the wall and then loses possession. Ricardo Horta. Ricardo. It's too much for Jovic to get on it. De Silva, Febas, Quintero. Again, see what I mean? There with Cortese missing the header. So we're trying to kind of analyse this game. Let's look at Cortese. His heading's 13. So should he really be missing the high percentage of headers? I mean, his jumping reach is 13. It's not dreadful. Marks opponents tightly, does not dive into tackles. And I've got him marking tighter, haven't I? No, I should do though. Let's not tell him to ease off tackles. Where's the instruction to say please head the ball? Where's that instruction? Please head the ball. We may change stuff up here as well, because neither winger's really having any joy. I mean, Medeiros isn't coming off, is he? He's only just come on. Well, came on for Martins. I think we might press. Oh, hang on. Again, why aren't we... We haven't just lost possession, so why are we standing off so much? Kukuri did well there, but there was no one to pick it up. Wow, Cortese won a header. I think. Febas. Horta. Wow. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that. I've noticed it a lot. So if they score here, yeah, right. So I've noticed this a lot. Let's tactics with Yorkie. Let's do this. So this here, right? I've noticed Horta here needs to either pass the ball back. You know, don't get caught in possession. And he just kind of runs into just trouble. And I've noticed my players do that so much in this year's game. Even before the patch, they do it so much. They just run into trouble. And I've conceded so many times because of that. Because then it leaves them on. It leaves them on for the through ball. So as we said, we are going to press. We're going to press. Because what we're doing isn't working. We need to put them under pressure. And go a little bit of a higher tempo. I'm not going to run a defense down. I'm going to actually go dribble less. Right, Ricardo Horta. Paul, play the ball. Do something. Right, so I was toying with this anyway before the game. So we're going to gegenpress it. So we're going to start using some of the base tactics to try and figure out the system. So this is the base of what they think is a gegenpress, which is pretty much exactly what you would expect. And we're going to go with this. Why not to end the game out? Let's go with this. Who really doesn't warrant being on the pitch? Half of the team, which is probably the world's biggest issue right now. Luis Suarez can come on for Jovic. Really not. I was impressed with him at the start of the season, but I'm really not impressed with him at all now. And Horta's had a bad game. But we'll swap Paulinho and Medeiros around. And I think Medeiros could play winger on this side. Support, he doesn't need to be attacking. But let's play Quintero attacking. We're losing 1-0. We're going into the Europa League. What is the worst that can happen? Let's try and gegenpress. Is there a late draw? I mean, one goal and we're through. Paulinho. Oh, God, that was bad. Gakuri. So many players in front of us, man. So many players. That's an issue. De Silva. Cardoso. De Silva. You know, a gegenpress probably... Oh, Gakuri went closer. A gegenpress probably suits us for the simple fact we've got really driven, hard-working players. You know, they'll run and run and run. So we can give it a go. Paulinho, just one goal. Do we have it in us? Is there late drama? One goal and we go through. We put the pressure on towards the end of the game here. De Silva. Free kick, though. It doesn't matter. It was a free kick. Maybe we should have gone gegenpress from the start like I was going to do. But that's the full time and we lose 1-0. I mean, this in the grand scheme of things isn't the world's worst result. And we didn't play that badly. And I think we're going to try a gegenpressing tactic. And I think really what we need to know is this statistic here. This is conceding us so many goals. This headers won statistic. Only 44% by the end of the game. So we do get Europa League football. I think it's quite a valiant performance for our first time in the Champions League, though. So, guys, that is the Champions League done and dusted for this season. And hopefully it's not us done and dusted for this season. I know we've been a little bit ranty in this episode. It's been very frustrating for me off camera. As you can see, it is still very tight. As you can see, there are only 4 points between us and Benfica. I just know there's some rough times ahead, and the games we've lost this season have been terrible, and the goals we've not been able to score has been terrible. I mean, if we look again at our most recent run, let's take away these 2 draws, we've only scored 2 goals in 3 games. Now, that's not good enough, especially when you've conceded 6. So we really need to work on that. But I think the gegenpress helped us. And I think, you know, the squad is a really hard-working squad. We ain't going to win headers. The squad is a hard-working squad, so I think the gegenpress probably suits our style because they can kind of run all day kind of mentality. So we're going to give that a go. Now, I will probably come back in January. I don't know how long I'm going to go because Paços Ferreira and Boa Vista are 2 very big games because of where they sit in the league. They're performing really well. They're, you know, Ferreira's above us and Boa Vista's on the same point of us. We're only there because of goal difference. So we really need to start picking out some performances very, very soon. But anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching this episode. Please make sure you smash that like button. Feel free to comment the hell out of the comment section with some tactical advice on what's going wrong kind of since the end of last season in the patch, because we haven't changed much. If I use the old formations we were using before, I get 0 out of the team now. We just cannot score. We really, really struggle to score goals. But at the end of the day, as long as we finish 3rd, we will have Champions League football and we will be fine again. Financially, we rich. We good. We've got some great youngsters coming through. In January, I'm looking to offload quite a few players as well. So maybe we will commit to signing a really good player. Maybe not. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next one.